Today's review is on the Henry Danger episode, The Fate of Danger, Part 1. We left off where Charlotte has a plan and Jasper leaves again before hearing her plan, obviously. Charlotte says they can beat Drex by taking away his superpower, and they would do that by using the Omega weapon against him. She also said that Drex had waited for 101 million years to catch up to the presenter, and that maybe Captain Man did the same thing. They think that Ray is at his punching stump, a tree stump on top of Mount Swellview, where he would go to punch his stump. Henry gets a text from Chris, and she and Jake can't hold off the caveman any longer. Jasper and Rambo Piper head to the Hart household to help Chris and Jake. Drex is at Plains of Plenty trying to get a vehicle that can get him into the sky. The employee there says that they don't have any more planes, so they have a blimp. Jasper and Piper are outside of Henry's bedroom window. Jasper is about to go in, as Piper suggests that he should take a weapon with him, but he feels that he does not need one, as Jasper says that he is his own weapon. Piper has that look on her face like, what? Seriously, Jasper? That is great that you have confidence, but you're Jasper. You are not going to defeat those cavemen alone. You're going to get your ass kicked and destroyed. And he did. Piper helps her parents escape. And I thought it was messed up for Jay to push Chris so he could run out of Henry's room first. It's like, dude, why would you do that to your wife? That's your wife. Why would you do that? You are such a coward that you made yourself look like such a big pussy for doing that. You're a big pussy for pushing your wife out the way when she was ahead of you, but you showed yourself that you were such a big pussy to push your wife out the way. I'm surprised Chris didn't get pissed off, even though it may not have been the time. They had to get away from the caveman, but still, I'm surprised she getting upset where she didn't, have you sleep on the couch for the night, because that's what she should have done. You don't do that. How would you feel she did that to you? You know you wouldn't like it, so why would you do it to Chris? I'm surprised she didn't have you sleep on the couch. Because I could imagine her doing something like that. Honey? The door is locked. Chris, why is the door locked? Oh, you know what you did. I don't know what I did. Chris, this is funny. What I do? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's due to the fact that you pushed me out the way? Where you left me at one point to be alone by the caveman? Did you ever think of that? Oh, right. Honey, look, honey, obviously I'm sorry. You know I didn't do it on purpose. What do you expect? I'm a man baby. I'm a coward. I'm a coward. What do you expect? I'm a bigger coward than you. It was nothing personal. You know I love you at the end of the day. You're right, and I love you too. And as much as I love you so much, I'm going to have to punish you. Excuse me? That's right. Jake, you're going to be sleeping on the couch for the night to think about what you've done. And hopefully in the future, you don't push me out the way and leave me alone for caveman. How could you? I told you I'm sorry. Okay? Can't you just, let bygones be bygones? I told you I'm sorry. Please, I want to be in the same bed with you. We're husband and wife, for crying out loud. Please don't do this, Chris. I'm sorry, but I can't let you get away with that easy. Sorry. Please, Chris, please, please. Meanwhile, Henry arrives at the top of Mount Swellview with Miles and Mika. They watch a video that Henry shows them a Ray hugging a stump, saying he wished he could have lived inside the stump for 101 million years. Ray's inside the stump. Chris, Jake, Piper, and Jasper arrive at the junk and stuff. It was hilarious when Jasper was thrown through the glass door. I lost it. I did not see that coming. The four go down to the man cave. Oh, and then there was something where Jake brought up about Piper and her crush for Kid Danger. Hey, Piper, so you know how you've always had a crush on Kid Danger? And then Piper told him, now's not the time, Dad. I don't want to hear it right now. There are cavemen after us. And also, I'm sure Piper was probably not only freaked out, but grossed out that she had a crush on Kid Danger, but she finds out that Kid Danger is her brother. And I always imagined that Piper would freak out and probably be grossed out that, Henry is Kid Danger. Like, I thought she'd be like, ew, my brother's Kid Danger. Like that Broke Armed and Dangerous episode, she found out that Henry was Kid Danger. And then she was like freaking out. My brother's Kid Danger. But I have a crush on Kid Danger. But my brother's gross. So does that mean that Kid Danger is gross? Ew! And she freaking out. And then there was, of course, when she actually found out again. And this time she was like, my brother's Kid Danger. So anyways, the four of them go down to the man cave. Jasper is so exhausted, he tells everyone to shut up. And then he goes night-night. Charlotte needs the Shogun crystals from the 10th and final man cave to power the Omega weapon. Ray is free from the tree stump. Chopper returns, still wanting that phone of hers. Ray brings up about his and Henry's argument. Again, Henry says, forget about it, but Ray wants to say something. It seems Ray is going to apologize to Henry. And he says, I was 100% right. Henry says, oh my God, like you're still holding a grudge? Can't even admit that he was wrong. He wants an apology by either a handwritten letter or a date with Chris. Dear Swellview, this is your hero who is such a jerk and a prick. Ray owes Henry an apology, and he's never going to get a date with Chris. Look, I get it, Ray. You're thinking Jake is way out of her league, and I know low-key she thinks you're dreamy, but she's not going to divorce her husband for you. Okay? Ray also thought Miles, Mika, and Choppa were Henry's kids. I don't know why. Really? And then he mentions about Henry being a quitter again. Dude, it's like you're doing this on purpose. It's like you're purposely trying to push Henry's buttons. It's like you're purposely trying to rub it in Henry's face. He's not a quitter. Shut up, Ray. Get yourself together. You are all up in your feelings. Such a jerk. Such a jerk. And so Henry tells him that Drex is still up to no good, his plans. And then Ray talking about, oh my God, is that still going on? Yeah, it's still going on. What the heck? Back at the man cave, Charlotte, Piper, Chris, and Jake are all tied up, while Jasper is still asleep, until he starts fighting while he sleeps. And he kicked butt while speaking Spanish. So then Charlotte, Piper, Chris, and Jake, they finally realize what Jasper meant when he was talking about fighting in sleep. He was talking about fighting while he sleeps. It's like, how could you guys not get that? It's like, especially you, Charlotte. Aren't you the smart one, the genius? Did Jasper have to specifically meant that he was fighting while he sleeps? Whatever. Anyways, Piper ends up getting the crystals while Jake helps. And he constantly talks about he's Daddy Danger. Okay, yeah, we get it, dude. Just take your butt upstairs and go get the crystals. One of the cavemen take Piper out of the elevator, so now it's up to Jake. Jake is all alone. Now he has to get the crystals on the right side. Jake has forgotten which two to get the crystals. Oh, great. So now he has to try to remember what Charlotte said. So he pretty much imagines there's like this bubble where it shows Charlotte what she want Piper and Jake to do. So before Charlotte says what she wants Piper and Jake to do, we see Charlotte singing the do-do-do-do song that Jake was constantly singing to have as his ringtone. And along with Piper, she also sings the do song along with Chris and even Jasper while he fights while he's sleeping, and even the caveman. And they're all singing do while moving left and right. I gotta admit, I thought that was pretty hilarious. Because I did not see that one coming. They constantly sing the do song left to right. It's like, what goes on Jake's mind? See, this is what Jake gets. If you weren't constantly thinking about having that do song as your ringtone, you would have paid attention to what Charlotte was saying. So anyways, Miles, Mika, and Choppa, they try to take down Drex. Bo shows up out of nowhere and wants to join them. Mika suggests they should come up with a plan. But that doesn't happen because Boyce out of nowhere gets up and he's yelling. Followed by Miles, then Mika when she yells saying that we should have had a plan. And then Chopper. And they try to fight off Drex. They fail. They just literally failed. Henry and Ray return to the man cave. Charlotte tells Henry that Jake went upstairs to get the crystals on the right side. Henry's like, wait, you sent my dad? And Charlotte says, yeah, I know, it was a long day. Charlotte, you also forgot to mention to Henry that you actually originally sent Piper and Jake to go upstairs to get the crystals together, but the caveman took Piper and, Jake ended up going up the elevator by himself. Why didn't you mention that to Henry? Because now Henry's thinking that you sent his dad to go up there by himself the entire time. Oh, I'm sorry, Charlotte. Let me guess. Long day. Jake comes back and he has the crystals from the right tube. Oh, and I gotta say that Schwar's impression by Ray was spot on. He sounded exactly like Schwar's. But anyways, Jake brought back the right crystals. So everybody is relaxed. They're relieved. Thank God. Henry talking about he had faith in his father. No, you didn't. You were freaking out. But anyways, Jake failed because he literally got the other crystals just to play it safe. Dude, what is wrong with you? Charlotte said specifically get the crystals from the right tube. Okay? She didn't mention the left for a reason. But no, you brought the left tubes just to play it safe. It's not safe because now the man cave is about to fall apart. As you hear the woman say, run, run, run. And then Chris asks, so should we run? Henry just goes, yeah. Chris, what kind of question is that? Did you not hear the woman say run? Yeah, run, woman. So she runs and along with Jake, and they run up to the elevators. This has been part 1 of The Fate of Danger. Stay tuned for the part 2 review.